Hey everyone, Aaron here with a fresh new gig log. I was off last week, so I am back today. It's Saturday. I've got a ceremony and reception tonight, and I'm going to take you to probably one of the coolest places there is in the entire state of Minnesota. This venue is super unique, but really, really cool. You ready? Come on, we got a big night tonight. Let's go. All right, everybody, made it here to the show with plenty of time. It is about 10 to 2. You guys want to see the best load-in of all time? First of all, look at this. I love this. This is for us. We got our own parking over here too. And then nice little ramp. And then, oh yeah. That's it. And I'm here. 2 trips. Rock and roller, J8s, Prime 2, stands, lights, table, everything else. Cable bag. That's where all my clothes are. Drinks. Done. Love it. All right, I'll set up the camera and we'll give you a time lapse so you can see how things look when I set up. Made an executive decision to not set up on the stage. I just think it's too high. Alright, ceremony is done. Everything went perfect. I ended up using their system, which if you guys have been watching my gig logs, you've probably noticed that a lot of the ceremonies I'm doing, the places have their own stuff. And I'm totally fine with that, by the way. Like, you know, I'll test it out, make sure it sounds okay. But for the most part, they've been great, and it kind of eases a little bit of a pressure off of us, right? Because that way they have coverage to the whole building, which this place did. They had speakers all through the inside. They had their own wireless mics. They had a lapel and a handheld, so I just like plugged them in, plugged my iPad in. Easy peasy. I'm all about that. Let me show you around this place. It's really cool. They got a whole bunch of vintage looking stuff, some old cars you can see behind me, and some of the buildings are kind of cool too, so I'm gonna give you a tour. Hey guys, guess what? I found Bar's house. I found DJ Bar's house. Wanna see it? I'm sorry, bro.
Friends and family, are you ready tonight to bring in the wedding party? Yeah. I can tell during the ceremony you're going to be a fun group tonight. My name is Aaron. I'm going to be your DJ and MC tonight. We're going to bring them in, and this is easy. I'm going to say their name, and then you guys just cheer for them nice and loud, okay? That's your job. Super easy. All right, here we go. First up, we're going to bring in the personal attendants and the usher. Let's hear it for Scott and Rachel. On your marks, get set, go! It's time to bring in our VIPs tonight. Our newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Davidson!
fucking Shakira. It's just me. It's just me. All right, it's Monday, the next day. Have a chance to reflect on the wedding that I just did, and I want to share a couple things with you guys. And for this next part, I want to be careful how I phrase this. I don't want to come off as sort of like egotistical or arrogant, because I fucking nailed this wedding. There's just no other way to say it. There's just no other way. And I do want to share a story that I think helped contribute to the fun. This is all wrapped up, guys. If you are just focused on the dance floor, you are missing it. All right, table 24. I'll never forget table 24. I picked on those fuckers all night long. Okay, so they were the last table to get dismissed to the buffet, but they happened to be right in front of me. So I'm on the microphone, I'm like, table 6, table 7, right? And every time I say table, they turn around, look at me like, what about us? What's going on with us? So I get up and I walk over to them. I was like, what's up, table 24? How are we doing? They're like, when are we gonna go eat? And I said, y'all are going dead last. And one of the girls looked at me and she goes, all right, what do we gotta do to get dismissed earlier? And I said, it's easy. Be better friends with the bride and the groom. And they were like, oh shit. So I knew they were fun. Then when I got on the microphone to announce dinner, I would go, all right, up next is table 10 and table 11 and not table 24. They were laughing, having a good time. They kept coming over, giving me shit. And so my name is on my laptop. They were like, we're gonna look you up on Google. We're gonna give you a shitty review. So I was like covering it. Then the groom sees all this going on. So he comes over. He's like, what's going on? And they're playing with him and I'm talking. I'm like, yeah, they want to go to the buffet. So table 23 is all the vendors. The groom looks at me and he goes, I'm gonna dismiss table 23, let them go because they're the vendors. I didn't hear him and I thought he said 24 and I said, oh, you mean table 24? And he looks at me and goes, no, fuck those guys, they're going last. So much fun. So anyways, those guys honestly danced all night. They're on my dance floor all night long. I want to add this too, practice. If you're not practicing right now and you're a wedding DJ, I'd say go for it, especially if you're learning how to mix, which I highly recommend you do. If you're not mixing music, people, I used to really think that nobody noticed, but now that I'm doing it, and I didn't at first, like the last year and a half I've been mixing, people notice. They do notice, and I'm having more compliments like, you're a good DJ. Not just, hey, you play good music. It's like, oh, you're a good DJ. So people are recognizing that. So during the week, if you've got some time, even if you have a day job, at nighttime, take an hour, pull up your controller. I have my Dead End 2 right here, right next to my desk. And during the week, if I'm working on songs, I'll just go right over there and try stuff together and put it on Instagram. I actually had one of my mixes on Instagram requested by the couple from this last weekend, which is kind of cool. You feel like a band now that like people are yelling out song requests and it's my mixes. Anyways, that will make you look 100% better at your weddings. Last thing I want to talk about is the must playlist that your couple gives you. For me, sometimes I look at that and I go, all right, what are your top bangers? Definitely play those when your bride and groom are out there. But if they've got a song that they're like, oh, this song is like my homies, like we go out there, we got jam to that, save that for the end. On Saturday, I had All the Small Things, a Blink-182 song that was on there with Mr. Brightside. So I played Mr. Brightside and then I played My Own Worst Enemy after that and then kind of moved out of that song into something else. And then I was getting close to the end of the night. I'm like, I need like a big banger, like one of theirs. And I saw All the Small Things and I thought, well, let me try this and see what happens. So I played it and the bride did this. Play their must plays, because when they hear the songs that they love, they're gonna lose their shit. Everybody else will go crazy, and that's what you want. If the bride and groom are having a good time, everybody else is having a good time. All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. If you like this and you like me, then you know what to do and just do that shit.